And Canada has won another medal this morning at the Summer Games in London. The men's 8 rowing team won a silver medal at the Olympic Regatta about 20 minutes ago. It's Canada's first silver medal of the Games and the 5th medal overall. Later today, Canadians have another chance to win medals in men's and women's cycling, men's synchronized diving, and swimming. The federal government is promising to respond to a request for financial aid for Eastern Ontario farmers. Federal Agriculture Minister Jerry Ritt says there are a number of programs to help farmers deal with the drought conditions, including crop insurance. Ontario has asked the feds to consider financial aid under the Agri-Recovery Framework for disaster relief. There is also a request to accelerate tax relief for livestock producers affected by the drought. 2 people are in custody after Ottawa police seized 3 guns in a raid on an Overbrook home. Acting on a tip from the public, the Guns and Gangs unit executed a search warrant at a home on Prince Albert Street yesterday afternoon. A loaded 9mm handgun, 2 rifles, and ammunition were seized. The investigation continues. And the search is on for a suspect after a robbery at a St. Laurent Boulevard jewelry store. Ottawa police say a man entered the store last Thursday, made a violent demand for jewelry. The suspect then smashed a display case, but fled the store and headed into a waiting vehicle. The suspect is described as a black man, standing 6'1", with dark hair and was clean shaven. At the time, was wearing a gray hoodie. Anyone with information is asked to call police. Seatbelt violations and talking on a cell phone while driving are the focus of Ottawa police this morning. As part of the traffic enforcement program, officers will be targeting distracted driving and appropriate seatbelt use. Police say drivers need to make sure they focus their full attention on safe driving, and all occupants need to be using a seatbelt. The summer vacation in Quebec is being interrupted by an election campaign. Premier Jean Charest is expected to call an election today for September 4th. But polls suggest Charest's Liberals enter the campaign as the underdog against the Parti Québécois. Charest is seeking a record 4th consecutive mandate from Quebec voters. Police are investigating the discovery of a needle in an Air Canada sandwich. The airline confirms a passenger on board a flight from Victoria to Toronto on Monday found what appears to be a sewing needle in a catered sandwich. An Air Canada spokesperson says the airline contacted the catering company immediately. The FBI is investigating a similar discovery of needles in sandwiches on 4 Delta Air flights last month from Amsterdam to the U.S. And finally, a best-selling author, playwright, and commentator has died at the age of 86. Gore Vidal died at his Hollywood Hills home of complications from pneumonia. Vidal was known for such best-selling novels as Burr and Myra Breckinridge and the play The Best Man. In the 1960s and 70s, he was a fixture on TV talk shows.